And 66% of Rajasthan's population, which stands at over 8 crore people, is involved in agricultural activities, and that's too big an electorate for any political party to ignore or dismiss. In our ongoing series, Election Exchange Battle for Rajasthan, CNBC TV18 Santia Gora explains why, despite all the big promises parties make around every elections, implementation is a different ballgame entirely.
58-year-old Bajrang Lal of Jhag village near Jaipur has 8 hectares of arable land and debt in excess of 15 lakh rupees. So when Congress promised a full farm loan waiver in the run-up to elections 2018, he was a happy man. 5 years later, he is still waiting.
मेरे 15 लाख का केसीसी है बैंक का। समय पर मैं पैदावार से ब्याज भी नहीं दे पाता। सहकारी समिति से मेरे को 50,000 रुपए की रिलीफ मिली थी, उसमें मेरे माफ हुए हैं।
Congress insists it has kept its promises over the last 5 years technically. Farm loans availed from cooperative societies were waived in full. However, it says that loans from nationalized and other banks, which comprise the major chunk of farm loans in Rajasthan, could not be touched since that needed the centre's support, which did not come. Congress also dismisses farmer anger over unfulfilled promises as isolated incidents.
Central government banks where we are willing to negotiate and asking for settlement, but the government is actually not engaged in conversations with the government of India large-scale national banks.
So based on my tour and the stories I did, I spoke to multiple farmers in multiple areas, and all of them, they had this, grievance against your government, farm loan waiver. They say that it's not waived.
It's fine for some individual to have grievance, but largely speaking...
Do you think it's not going to impact the...
No, I think maybe some individuals, but largely we have lived up to our manifesto promises.
The Congress government's alleged failure to deliver on loan waivers is just one of the many challenges farmers of Rajasthan are facing.
जो बड़े बैंक थे, जो राष्ट्रीयकृत बैंक थे, उनका कोई कर्ज माफ किसान को नहीं हुआ और किसानों को भुगतना क्या पड़ा इस बदले में? वो धोखे में रह गए कि हमारा कर्जा माफ हो जाएगा, ब्याज चढ़ता गया, वो ज़्यादा कर्जमान बनता गया और नतीजा ये हुआ कि यहाँ की किसानों की जो ज़मीनें थी वो कुड़क हो गई।
15% फसल की खरीदारी हुई है, बाकी तो सब बाजार में बेचनी पड़ती है साहब, और वो भी समय पे नहीं होती है, इसलिए मार्केट में देता है, मार्केट में किसान का माल सस्ता जाता है।
For the farmers of Rajasthan, the caste factor is seen as dominating voting patterns, just like it does for a large part of the state. But political parties cannot afford to neglect these farmers or give up a chance to woo them. That's why farmer-friendly schemes and promises find space in party manifestos and election promises every time. However, many farmers we spoke to say both BJP and Congress have historically let the farmers down when it comes to keeping their promises. And this time too, while promises are many, the confidence that anything will get done after the results is not high. Farmer leaders say they are trying to change farmer mindsets when it comes to voting decisions.
तो इस बार किसान बनकर किसान के रूप में मतदान करेगा, ये हमने बीजारोपण किया है। इसका भी कोई ज़्यादा अंतर आ जाएगा ऐसा नहीं है, लेकिन एक नई शुरुआत की है।
But this is a tough nut to crack.
किसान अपना जो समस्या है ना, उसको नहीं रखकर कांग्रेस की जय बोलता है, कभी बीजेपी की जय बोलता है, तो हम तो वो लोग हैं जो दूसरे की जय बोलते हैं आज तक।
जाति के नाम पे आप
जाति के नाम पे बढ़ जाते हैं, हमें वोट तो मजबूरी हमारी देना पड़ता है।
So it is that both Congress and BJP have chosen candidates for these constituencies that will satisfy the electorate's caste leanings. Nevertheless, as voting day nears, Congress hopes farmers will choose to believe it has made a good faith attempt to keep all its promises and help it return to power in the state. And BJP hopes the Congress government's shortcomings will sway the voting farmers in its favor. In Jaipur, Santia Gora.
Well, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of India Business Hour. Thank you so